face this time. This is my fight song. Take back my life.
Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 180. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together, we are two
Woke Boys.
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much
What you do.
That's what
every
we do.
time.
Yeah, I do. Well, something like that,
Yeah.
you know. And sometimes it's symbolic of what's happening in this country. And sometimes I have no reason for doing anything that I do. And then, you know, that's it.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to episode 180. We're back in the studio. It's January. It's a new year. Same us. This is the second episode of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, so we already did like our...
We already did the New Year, New Me stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not the new us.
Yeah,
Because
we're the same.
Yeah.
We are fixed and good. I would say we go to therapy, but we're already fixed, so
Right.
we don't need to go.
Yeah.
Like, you should go, but, you know, we would go. We definitely have the money to go.
I did go once.
Yeah,
And
same.
did I finish before getting kicked out? I did not.
Yeah.
But I did enter therapy one time.
And that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
And then you share an Instagram story of you going into therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're in there, like, it doesn't matter what happens in there as long as you got the Instagram of you going into therapy.
I got the receipt that I took a picture of.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was really inspired by that balloon guy on Instagram who we've shouted out on the podcast a number of times.
Guy?
The guy who posts like quotes in balloons with the letters in balloons, and then he stands next to it. And then
it's like the sign guy?
Yeah, that. It's the sign guy, except instead of holding a sign, it's spelling it out with balloons.
That's really awesome and not horrible.
No. And then one of his most viral posts was, fuck sending nudes, or fuck sending me nudes. Send me an invoice to your therapy session so I know you're working on yourself.
Isn't that just like a prompt on a like dating app?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's
But
cool.
it's also extremely original and creative and thoughtful.
Did he also have a balloon that was like, I like pineapple on pizza, or
Probably, yeah.
tell me like I have a cat?
Yeah.
You know?
And I prefer to hang out with the dog at the party.
Yeah.
Because I like dogs more than people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll
The guy's
find me
the
at the party
right.
with the dog.
Yeah. The guy is the voice of our generation.
Yeah. We love that.
And-
Well, the sign guy is also the voice of our
Yeah, we
generation.
like the sign guy too.
Anybody that just posts like
Regurgitated advice stuff that's been said millions of times and didn't come up with it themselves.
yeah, that's cool. Like
With some-
basically like a Hallmark card, but
Yeah.
like a digital form of it.
Like, yeah.
Remember when you would go, like you would look at the greeting cards and be like, who writes this fucking bullshit? And it's these guys.
Yeah. So
So-
now, you can post a still picture of it holding a sign written in balloons. You can do a video of yourself lifting at the gym with
Yeah.
text over it in reel form, in Instagram Reels form, to kind of hack the Reels algorithm.
Yeah.
So you get 100% watch time automatically because people are going to stop to read the text on your 5-second video.
Yeah.
And by the time they've read it, you have 100% watch time.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
And then it just like goes crazy viral.
Yeah, just millions upon millions of views on
That's
Instagram.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love that.
And ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner, definitely does not exploit that little
No,
little
not at all.
glitch in the algorithm.
No,
to,
he's not doing that at all.
No.
The stuff he's saying is like important.
Right.
You know, the people that are saying this other shit, they're not important. When Malcolm does it, it's very important.
True.
Yeah. And it's about grinding and like getting your shit together, which is good.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Well, actually, I mean, hustle and grind culture is bad and it's toxic. And anything fitness related is, unless it's talking about that you're fit and healthy at any size,
Yeah.
then it's racist, ableist,
Misogynistic,
white supremacist,
colonist.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's colonizing to not be for fat people.
That's right.
Yeah. Which some would say that fat people are colonizing because you're taking up all the space, right?
Oh yeah, we discussed this last time. It's like, yeah, which is
It's
better
like you're kind of colonizing the area around your body more than like that's pretty Western of you to be really fat.
It is.
You know, but it's good now. So everything kind of goes in a cycle, and right now we're on fat good. So good job with the bravery of being huge.
Right.
So we love that.
Yeah. I mean, for us, there's nothing cyclical with us wanting great body positivity in the
certain areas.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
Yeah. Well, and we like I know that like colonization is bad, and when I see like body positive people, you know, like they're just like body positive
overall,
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, like general body positivity.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say general because it's like pretty abnormal, the level of body positivity that some of these people have.
Yeah.
I support them, and I'm trying to support them from like pretty far away.
Right.
Like if I'm on a plane and there's a body positive person in the goddamn middle seat right next to me, I'm like, hey, can we get this person a fucking couple of extra seats that's not right next to me? Because I want to help them.
Right.
I want to help this big fucking piece of shit over here get space for their giant fucking body.
Yeah,
right?
I can tell how much you support them by the way you're talking about this.
Yeah, and when the snack person comes, I like sitting in the aisle seat because I kind of get to dictate. You know, they're like, "Oh, can I?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're good, buddy. You're fucking good. Okay." I'll take the snack.
And the flight attendant's like, "Are you two together?" And
you're like, I mean, do you see their body touching mine? Yeah, we're together. We're a fucking item right here. So, you know, thanks for the like. Did they give you the middle seat as like a joke? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Why are you always in the middle seat?
Right.
Is it because you need to spill over equally into the other two seats?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that does make sense actually.
Yeah.
And some airlines now are like, hey, that's all yours.
Yeah.
You know, they put
Southwest.
they'll put a reserved tab like they do at a restaurant.
Yep.
Like I'll go on a date with a lady to a sushi restaurant, and like since they're Asian, they have no like idea of like space, you know? Like, you know, when you go to a sushi restaurant, they put like the tables are like
on top of
like
each other.
It's like whatever the fire code is, add 7 tables like on top of like whatever the fire code was.
Right.
So it's like, and it's like two top, like right next to each other. Like I might as well like fucking Lady and the Tramp my sushi with this other couple sitting at the next table. So you go in there and you're like, can we sit at the one over here? And they're like, that's for 4 people. And you're like, that's for 4 people. That tiny fucking table. And then they come out with the plates are fucking huge.
Bigger than the table. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
and then in the bathroom they have cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah. And they are not using them on that bathroom.
No.
Like they're in there to let you know, like, we do have these, but we're choosing not to use these for the bathroom.
Instead of a closet, it's just like an open closet in the bathroom.
And that is the toilet, an open hole in a closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even, there's not even a toilet in there. You just go into the hole that they've drilled in the bottom of the ground.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I forget what we were talking about this for, but
yeah, I do too. But
yeah,
if you want to go on a sushi date with one of the boys, hit us up.
Yeah,
and
we love Asian culture, and that's why, you know, when I go in there, I put my chopsticks in my hair, you know, and then, you know, that's why I'm using a fork, because my chopsticks are being used in my hair. It's not because I tried to pick up a piece of sushi like 5 times and was like, man, fuck this shit, and then give me a fork. You know? I brought my own fork. Like, they're like, where did you get that fork? I'm like, shut up. All right. Now give me some ponzu sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit us up to go on some sushi dates with the boys. But
I'm also wearing a kimono.
Yeah.
When I'm in
You
there.
like to immerse yourself in Japanese culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm wearing like the geisha kabuki makeup.
Right. you're in whiteface, basically.
Yeah. What is kabuki? What is that? Do you know what that is?
I don't know.
Yeah, Alex, do we know what kabuki is? Like that's like Asian.
It's a restaurant.
Okay. It's like Asian shit, right?
It's a classical. Kabuki is a classical form of Japanese theater, mixing dramatic performance with traditional dance.
See, we're like cultured boys.
Yeah.
We know that shit is like really Asian, okay? Like,
Yes.
see, I kind of was like, oh, maybe I'm thinking of that Mario suit where he's like a big raccoon, but or no, it's not a raccoon. It's like something else. You know, but that's Tanuki Mario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is a Tanuki?
How would I spell that?
Tonoki.
Toniki. Tanuki.
Yeah. Type in Tanuki Mario.
Tanuki Mario.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's
Not
the one
really,
that, like,
to be
okay, it's
honest.
in Mario 3, like turns into a statue.
Okay.
So
Oh, there is a raccoon Mario though.
yeah,
There's Tanuki
that's
and
why I was saying I
raccoon.
fucked up because the raccoon Mario is the one with the tail and he flies when you get to full
So-
speed. But the Tanuki Mario, he does fly, but he also can turn into a statue.
So what do you want to know?
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't know what
Okay.
I'm doing here. What are we doing?
We're talking about the important issues on this podcast.
Look, this podcast is a Mario 3
It's an
podcast.
educational gamer. Yeah, we're gamer bros.
Yeah, in the gaming is like from 1990 Mario.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're old school gamers.
I did watch a video over the weekend about the guy that broke Tetris. Did you see that?
Oh, I read an article about it. Yeah.
So yeah, this
a 13-year-old, right?
Yeah, with like the most autism,
Yeah.
broke the Tetris game, which is it was insane. It was actually really interesting. You know,
Is the last level where the pieces are just like falling down instantly?
After you get to level 35, they fall at like terminal velocity.
Right.
So they from after level 35, it's just, you know, but people had said before that Tetris for the NES is like broken, like you can't play it past a certain level because you can't press the arrow keys. Once it gets to a certain speed, you couldn't get to another level because you can't make the things go to the sides.
Right.
But some dude figured out this technique where he's like hitting you're like holding the controller like this, and then you're like fingering the bottom of the controller to make it vibrate so you can move the shit to the sides.
Yes.
So like people have learned this technique and now they're like smoking the records. And then one kid like just kept going until the game like broke.
Gotcha.
So it's like the code of the game eventually like breaks.
Right.
Because it's like one
Can't keep
bit
up.
of computer code or something. Because that's
Yes.
how old it is.
Yes.
So yeah, some child broke it.
Yeah, we love that because we are nerds.
Yeah, we are nerds. Yeah, I didn't watch that and go, Jesus
push
Christ.
the glasses up the nose. Yeah. Yeah, we're like, and we're those nerds where it's like, actually, we're hot.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, those conventionally attractive guys out there, they're bad. They'll cheat on you. They'll give you STIs. They'll ruin your life. We're nerds, so we're good guys.
Yeah.
We're Jake.
We're those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're like Jake Novak. You know, as he says in his classic song, of what is it? Oh yeah, the
SNL one?
no, not the SNL one. The one where it's like
itty-bitty
the itty bitty titty committee,
yeah.
like as a nice guy. And
Yeah,
he says in there, he's like,
he duets a woman that's singing about her tiny tits, and he's like, they're pretty good to me.
right. And
But
then he goes,
not in a creepy way, in a nice way.
yeah, and he goes like, I'm the type of guy, or trying or he's talking about other guys on dating apps, or it's like, yeah, he's like trying full time to get between your thighs and likely slide in an infection.
Wow.
Where he's talking about other guys.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what other guys do on dating apps.
Yeah.
And then he goes, not me, that ain't my style.
Yeah.
I wait for things in a single file. He's like, yeah, those other guys will do that, but we're good guys
Yeah.
because we're But I'm a good guy because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
And
we
I
don't
wear
have
glasses.
STIs because we don't have enough sex.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like impossible for us to have it
Yeah, it's
because we're
impossible.
virgins.
That would. Yeah, me having an STI would insinuate that I've had sex before.
Yes.
Which definitely don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Which should be
And it's not
appealing to you, the
and it's
woman.
not because I can't find any sexual partners.
No, it's because I'm waiting for the right one, which
yeah.
is you responding
Right.
online
Yeah.
to my song I made.
And you with your itty bitty titty committee is like you should have to. It's like no other guys are gonna think you're hot, but I do like that.
I'm not like other guys.
Yeah.
I don't need big tits to be turned on.
Right.
I'm fine with your trash little shitty tits.
Your mosquito bites.
Yeah, you're fucking hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm cool with your shitty, worthless tits that are non-existent. Hey, go ahead. Don't wear a bra. But why would you?
Yeah. What difference
You gotta
does it
have
make?
tits to
Yeah.
wear
You
a
have
bra.
the chest of a.
We have the same chest.
Yeah.
Like, why are you wearing? Like, you're wearing a bra. I'm not. What's the difference here?
Right.
We're both A cups, so let's chill, lady.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we like that.
Yeah. We are nerds.
Yeah,
and
we are
so-
nerds, and we like your A cup tits, and also if you're a woman and you're body positive in your tit area, we also like that.
Yeah, we like that too.
We're part of the giant titty committee.
Yeah.
You know, the big fat titties committee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the chairman of that committee.
Yeah, we are on the board.
We're on the board, and you need to get on the board. If you know what we're saying.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting into the topics this week, the Golden Globes were this weekend.
And we're not talking about tits.
Yeah.
We're talking about Golden Globes.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, but if you
fire
want to
today.
show us your Golden Globes, hit us up.
Nice. There you go.
But
hell yeah.
So Jo Koy was named as a last-minute host for the show.
Who was supposed to host?
I don't know. I do know
Does that happen? Does someone just like, hey man, my car won't start? Is it like 7-Eleven, like employee, like shit?
I think
to
so.
Host an award
calling
show?
in sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can someone like pull
Hey
a
man,
double?
fuck, I'm hungover. I
Yeah.
can't make it to the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up who was supposed to host the Golden Globes. Turns out there was only one plan in place. It just talks about Jo Koy flopping real hard.
It was us.
Jo
We-
Koy was
we
not a
were-
backup host, it says,
Oh,
and did not replace other host that CBS had lined up. While he's not a household name, most certainly did not wow the audience at home. He was not a backup or replacement host. Koy was the only host that CBS had announced and was not a last-minute replacement.
Wait, so he was.
He was chosen.
So he was saying he was a last minute.
Yes. Well, that's what he was saying. Like, yeah, when he had a couple jokes bomb, and he's like, "Look, guys, I got the gig 10 days ago. All right."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, it's like I got the gig 10 days ago. My writers is like, look, some jokes I wrote, some jokes my writers wrote.
This is what-
and the ones you're laughing at, I wrote those."
That's what.
Yeah, when his jokes
Jo
bombed.
Koy said.
Yeah. When his jokes bombed, he threw his writers under the bus, and then took credit for the jokes that did get.
Here's
good
what he
laughs.
should have done. He should have gone. You know what, guys? I want to give my writers credit and bring them up on stage, and then been like, they wrote these jokes, guys, and then leave the stage.
Right.
That's what he should have done. That's the ultimate like, get out of your bomb.
Right.
You know.
Right. Just literally walk off
Just
stage.
walk up. No, but you got to bring up the next act.
Yes.
Like if you're bombing at a comedy show, wrap it up and then bring up the next act, but do it like horribly, and then just sit in the back of the room and watch the entertainment of that person dealing with your bullshit.
Right.
Because you started their set off terrible.
Yeah.
It's saying that the event was difficult. Task with some outlets. Finding a host for the event was a difficult task, with some outlets hinting that no one wanted the gig. Yeah. because the Golden Globes has been plagued with controversy in recent years, with some stars boycotting the event.
What's been some of the recent years Golden Globe stuff?
Well, Ricky Gervais had a great monologue. Well, actually,
he went on it.
Excuse
and
me,
shit on everybody.
a bad monologue because we don't like him.
Yeah, we hate that guy.
Yeah.
He won the comedy Golden Globe, right?
He might
I
have.
think
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais won for like best comedy or something. Yeah, for the Golden Globes, I think.
Yeah. Well, we don't like him because he makes
said
fun of
mean stuff.
yeah, he's mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
He
makes
says mean stuff about.
Ricky Gervais wins Best Stand-Up Comedy Special at Golden Globes despite his controversies in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think he should be canceled.
But also, he's great because now they think he's cool again.
Yeah.
Because it's cool to dunk on cancel culture again.
But we hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't understand our stance on this, like, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't Hannah Gadsby win? Was she up for best?
She should have been.
Best comedy special.
Did she put out a special? No, and that's why she should have won.
Yes.
For best comedy, because she
What a
didn't
great
do one
statement
this
that
year.
would be.
Yeah.
Was Leo Reich in the running for best comedy
needed to
hour?
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because his special, totally whatever, who gives a shit, or whatever his special,
Yeah.
what was it called?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about my shitty piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who gives a shit about my god-awful, shitty comedy special? Plus, I'm very gay, by the way. Yeah.
His special was called Literally Who Cares?
Yeah. Literally,
Yeah.
literally, who cares? I'm sucking off a
that's-
guy in a bathroom stall somewhere.
Yeah. But it's so funny to like have a title that's like self-deprecating.
Yeah. I'm a comedian. Yuck.
Yuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
HBO had to be trolling with this.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah. It was the bravest special I've ever seen.
Have you seen it?
I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yeah,
So
same
yeah.
here.
So yes.
Right.
I saw all of the comedy that was in it. You know, how,
Right.
like a movie, they like when they have like a 1.5-minute trailer, they show you like kind of the whole movie, like all the best parts.
Yes.
That was that trailer for that comedy special.
Right.
Him going, I'm gay, I'm happy, my parents hate me, I'm still gay, I'm really gay.
And I'm also queer.
Yeah, I'm queer. Yeah, which is really different than being gay, I guess. What's the difference?
I think queer just like encompasses all the stuff.
Okay, like I'm queer because I'm bisexual, right? Like I'll have sex with women who are straight and women who are gay.
Yes, which isn't the traditional definition of the word,
But
but
it's my
it's your
definition,
definition, which is your truth.
which is queer. So I'm in the queer community because I'm like weird. That's what queer means.
Right.
It means I'm weird for my sex with
You're
ladies.
you're a weird nerd.
Yeah, I'm a weird nerd who has sex with only hot ladies. But that's like in a queer way, you know?
Right.
So like if you're one of those like queer bisexual chicks that'll like this is my favorite kind of bisexual chick.
Yep.
She's only had sex with dudes.
Yes.
That's my favorite kind of bisexual
and
chick.
at most, she like kissed a girl one time
at a party.
At a party
Yeah,
when she
while
was
70 dudes that she liked were watching.
yes, when
Yeah.
she was blackout drunk.
Yeah.
she like reluctantly kissed a woman.
That's hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love
and
that.
now after that, bisexual. Mm-hmm. Pride flag in bio.
Yep.
Bisexual check mark on job applications.
Yep.
She/they.
Queer. Yeah.
Queer.
Yep.
Non-binary. Yep.
Demisexual.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
Pansexual.
Yeah. Doesn't matter that she came from a rich, white, privileged family and has never had a single setback in her life. Why not just make your own setbacks?
Her setbacks are that she's constantly fighting against gender norms because she, as a very hot woman, is also attracted to hot women.
Yes.
That's like pretty tough for her.
And by attracted to hot women,
Think about how hard it is for hot women to do anything.
Right.
Like that's really hard. And when you're a hot woman that's attracted to other, like if you're one of those like hot girls that thinks other girls is hot and you'll say it publicly, that's like really brave.
Right. Will you ever hook up with them? And
No.
will you ever date anyone else besides guys? Of course not.
No.
But
you'll say a girl's hot and that you would make out with her. And then when you're dating a guy, you would say that you would have a threesome. And then when he pushes you on it, like, okay, let's do that. Then you get in a huge fight. Those are the kind of girls we like. Like, oh, you would have threesome. So when are we doing that?
Yeah.
How about that girl? Now we're in a fight. Oh, you want to fuck that girl? I'm like, well, you will be there because you're bisexual, right? Mm-hmm. I'm bisexual also. I will have sex with you and her.
Right.
That's hot.
She's like, nope, not doing it.
I thought we were a couple of queers that will have sex with another hot lady. What's the problem here? You know? Why are we? What's going on? Why are we in a fight now? Because we're both wanting to have sex with this hot bisexual chick. She's walking around, this poor lady walking around confused, not knowing who to have sex with, a guy or a girl. We can go solve her problems by us, mostly me, having sex with her together. You can like make out with her a little bit. Careful though, don't make out with her too much because I'll have to step in between you guys with my penis and because I don't want you guys making out too much. I don't want you to leave me for this fucking lesbo over here.
Right.
That's why I got to put my penis in between you guys and keep you guys separated.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. So if you're a bisexual woman who only dates guys, hit us up.
Yeah. We love those chicks.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they're so fun.
Yeah. Why are we talking about that? I'm not sure.
You ever dated a girl that's like that? That's like, I'd have a threesome. And you're like, there's no way you would have a threesome. You're too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a girl tell me like in college, there was this girl I dated. She was like, I would have a threesome. I was like, you got mad at me because like a girl at a party like threw like a goldfish and I caught it in my mouth. Like one of those like goldfish snacks.
Yeah, yeah.
She like some girl like was eating like Pepperidge Farm goldfish, and I was like, "Hey, throw me one," and she like threw it, and I caught it in my mouth, and everybody was like, "Yeah," and then she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Do you want to fuck that bitch?" And I was like, "She just what?" And then we got a huge fight.
Yeah.
Over me catching a goldfish in my mouth.
Yeah. Love those types of women.
She was like, "You basically fucked her in front of me." I'm like, what do you think sex is? That was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess that was me having a threesome.
Yeah. So
me catching a goldfish in my mouth.
Yeah,
and,
sounds like a fun.
My girlfriend at the time watching.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun threesome. Mm-hmm. So so this Golden Globes thing. So Jo Koy did a monologue. He bombed, blamed his writers, which is totally not something that you've done when you've done comedy.
Yeah.
You get up on stage, jokes bomb, and you're like, oh, my writers just had an off day. And someone will be like, you have writers? Who are your writers?
There's constant interviews of me with people that are like, do you write your own jokes? I go, yes, I write all my own jokes. I have 0 writers. This is all me off the dome. Mm-hmm. The second I start bombing, fuck my stupid writers, these dumbasses. Yep. You're all fired.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's their fault if your jokes don't work. Blame the writers. Take credit for the jokes that do work. So we love that from Jo Koy.
Has there been any like writers that have come out? I wrote for Jo Koy at the Golden Globes. Fuck him.
I should do that.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a writer for Golden Globes.
Right.
I wrote for Jo Koy.
Yeah, I should come out as...
I wrote his good jokes.
I mean, no one would want to reveal themselves after he, like, ripped on them.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. But it's like... yeah, maybe. Yeah, because he's, like, shitting on the joke, so it's like... But it's like, you ultimately...
You have final say.
Yeah, you're the one
host.
saying the stuff, right? Like, if someone's like, hey, say that, I can just be like, okay, and then not say that.
Yeah.
Like, that's... kind of
right, and you have veto power on everything.
Meanwhile, you're also a comedian. Like you got to where you are by, I mean, ideally being funny, right? Like,
Right.
Can't you figure something out?
Nope.
No. You only had 10 days to prepare.
Yeah.
For what? How long is the thing? 4 minutes that you do?
10 minutes, but
Oh, well, that's double
That's
digits.
super long, yeah.
I mean,
he should
like,
have
think
just-
about it like in terms of sex. 10 minutes, that's a long time.
Yeah,
That's a really long time.
it is.
That's like having sex, like, what, 50 times or something?
Yeah.
You know? That's a lot of times.
It is.
So,
It is. And I think Jo Koy should have just put in more jokes about his Filipino mom and just like where he like does her accent and like mocks her. Yeah. He should have just done.
he just hosts the show as his mom.
Yeah.
He
He should
dresses
have just
like an
done-
old Asian woman.
Yeah, he should have just done 10 minutes of that.
That would have been
And that would have
sick.
crushed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. That's a good idea. Shitting on your writers is good. Yeah.
Shitting on your immigrant parents who have an accent is good.
Yeah. I wonder, there's got to be a way I can incorporate that into my set. Shitting on my just American accent parents.
Right.
I guess you could just be like, my parents are from the South, and they're like, hey, I'm a dumb Southerner. You know, you can do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
Where you disavow your parents.
'Cause usually
like,
it's-
fuck you, Dad.
Yeah. Usually it's like the person that's like Southern though, like they're Southern. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like their whole act is like, you know, y'all. I grew up in the South, and let me tell you what it's like out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's like their thing.
Right.
So,
But it's better to not be Southern, have Southern parents, than you can shit on your dumb racist parents.
but how do you have that? Like that doesn't make sense. Like it's like they're Southern and you're not.
well, it's like,
It could be you have Southern parents that are like, hey, we're Southern yeehaws and we have moved to New York City. Like the Beverly Hillbillies.
yeah. Or
Like
maybe,
they like moved to Beverly Hills.
yeah.
And man, and to think about that as a show is insane. Right?
Yeah.
It's like they moved to Beverly Hills and they're like retards from the South. Like that's the show.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, ain't this nice? We're out here in Beverly Hills, you know?
Right.
What a weird. I guess all the shows were weird back then. Because like there's like multiple shows where like the people are like dead. You know? The Munsters and Addams Family, right?
Right.
Like that's why are there multiple shows?
Yeah, I don't
where-
know.
Like there's like a Frank. Everybody called me Lurch for a long time because I'm tall.
Oh, okay.
I got called Lurch a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
another Herman Munster. That was the other one.
Right. Right.
Yeah. That one's funnier. The Munsters
Yeah.
was a funnier show.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't seen like too
I used
many
to
of
watch
those old shows.
Nick at
but-
Night when I was a kid. All those
Gotcha.
shows would come on. The Munsters was funny. They had like, so everybody's like a dead guy, like the grandpa's like a big vampire.
Mm-hmm.
The Herman Munster guy's like a big Frankenstein guy. He's got bolts coming out of his neck.
Yeah.
And then there's like a girl that's just hot. And they're all like, ew, what the fuck? They're all like, she's gross because she's
Yeah.
just like a hot girl.
Right. Right.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. We don't think that's gross though.
No,
I think that's cool.
No, we
Yeah.
actually, we would, if we actually like a girl like that, that's really hot, that thinks she's gross.
Oh yeah.
And then
Just
we are
terrible self-esteem.
Yeah, and we'd be like, I can't believe all those people are saying this.
Yeah, I don't care what anyone else says. I think you're hot.
I
and we
think you're-
start. We always preface our compliments like that.
Yeah. I don't care
like, I don't
that
care
everyone
what-
else thinks you're
Yeah.
a dumb, stupid bitch
Yeah.
that fucks everybody
Yeah.
on
Hey,
the first date.
don't listen to what other people say. I think
I've
you're hot.
heard from everybody else that you suck dick and fuck on the first date, and that's not why I'm here.
No.
I'm here because I think you're really cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, you want to go on a date, like first, like let's have a first date, and maybe you can just
Will there
come.
be a second date?
I mean, like, will I hit you up again? Yeah, for sure. But you know,
Maybe
Yeah.
3 months after the
yeah,
first
for
date.
sure. Yeah. Well, after my
At
like,
2 a.m. on a Saturday.
yeah, like I do have this condition of free sexuality,
Yep.
which is
I have it
important.
too.
Yeah, we both have it. It's a thing that we have to deal with. It's our plight, and we're not going to tell you that until after we bust on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're not going to think you're a slut for having sex with us on the first date.
No. We think
We
you're
don't
a girl
expect
boss.
it, but I did bring condoms,
Yeah.
and I am like wearing it currently. So I put it on before the date because I needed to be like ready to go.
Just to be ready.
Yeah. Yeah. And you kept asking why I was going to the bathroom. It wasn't just to do coke. It was like to do coke and also keep my boner going. You know?
So the condom doesn't fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't have that. So I gotta stay hard.
Yeah. You
Which
ever
is-
you ever have the thing where like you go to make love for the first time
Yeah.
with a woman and then she's like offended that you had a condom on you?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, why'd you have that? What were you expecting?"
Yeah.
It's like, would you rather that I didn't have anything and then you wanted to have unprotected sex? Is that what you wanted?
I had a girl get mad once that I had condoms like by my bed.
Yeah.
She was like, "You have condoms by your bed." I'm like, Where would you like me to keep them? In the kitchen? By the knives? Like,
Yeah.
what am I? Yeah, this is where they're used typically. And she was like, "This is a problem."
Oh, so you just have these ready to go on any given occasion?
Oh, so you have a penis on your body, ready to fuck, I guess. Right? Like, that's kind of the logic of that.
Right.
You know? Oh, so you just have a penis that gets a boner when there's a lady in your bed, I guess. That's really cool. I guess it's like that with all the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't win either way.
No, there's no.
Because if you have a condom,
I have
then
to
you
be
were
like,
you were
oh,
you were expecting it, and if you don't have it, it's like, how could you not have a condom?
Hey, idiot.
What,
Like,
you're gonna pressure
you're
me
not
into
prepared?
unprotected sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to walk 4 miles to a 7-Eleven right now with a boner to get a condom. Because who'd have thought that during a date we might have sex?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy that would.
That's fucked up that you were prepared for
That's
that
crazy
situation.
that's a
potentially
potential
happening.
outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's always funny.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hit us up.
You got to
if-
pretend like you found the condom. Like, you got to be like, "What's this?"
Yeah,
oh,
what's this? A 36 pack of
Oh, man.
Trojans
Yeah.
in the drawer in my
Oh,
nightstand?
damn.
Who put that
No,
there?
they can't be in your nightstand. They have to
Right.
be like found. Like, you have to like put it under the mat on your doorstep or something and be like, "Oh, what's going on? There's like something under my door. What the fuck? A 36 pack of condoms under my doormat." Well, I guess I'll just take these inside, right?
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, "What if we use one?" I'll be like, "Nice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we love that. So
So Ricky Gervais won the Golden Globe.
Yes.
Jo Koy taking shit for bombing at the Golden
I can
Globe.
think of a better host for next year. I can think of two good hosts.
Two good hosts.
Yeah.
We could do a very, Asian mom thing. One of us could come out dressed as an Asian, and then
Yeah.
the other one would dress as an Asian mom, and then we would
You
have...
know how when your Asian mom gets mad at you for doing comedy and she's like, "Why you not doctor?
Yeah.
Why you not doctor or lawyer?"
Yeah.
You know, when
You should have been expert in karate.
yeah. What if we just did that act?
Yeah, what if we did that as our show
Yeah.
for 10 minutes?
Yeah, that would crush.
Yeah. Why you not work at nail salon?
Or maybe they want like more esteemed careers than that. Like the
Okay.
whole doctor thing. That's
Oh,
what all
yeah.
that's what all our favorite
They're either doctors, nurses, or run like a nail salon.
a lot of nurses with the,
so
the
many
Filipino
nurses. Yeah.
crowd. Yeah.
Tons of nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like all his whole audience at his shows.
Yeah.
It'll be like, any nurses here, and the
Yeah,
whole
if someone
crowd go,
passes.
"Woo!"
Yeah.
It's the entire crowd is just all.
They're like,
he
someone-
should just do his shows at like a hospital.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is at a hospital because the whole hospital goes to the show. It's just like a mobile
But
hospital.
he should just like cut out the middleman and just perform in like a
In the
hospital
hallway of the-
cafeteria. Yeah.
Yeah, he should do that. He should get out of an ambulance at the intro.
Yeah.
You know how they do like an intro of a comedy show? They should just have him in the back of an ambulance. They're like, we need comedy stat. And then like he exits the lit up ambulance.
That would be.
He's like, yo, what up? And it's like just nothing but nurses.
Yeah.
If someone passes out in the show and they don't even say anything because like the audience already has it covered.
yeah. That would be a sick intro to a
Yeah.
special.
No, how many people have died at a Jo Koy comedy special taping? 0.
Right.
Because
Because it's literally 100% medical professionals in the crowd.
All of the first responders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should host the show next year. We'll just do 10 minutes of Asian mom hack content, and it'll be a little confusing.
And we will
people,
definitely be shitting on the writers the whole time.
Yeah. If any joke doesn't crush, we are throwing the writers under the bus. But unlike him, we're naming names.
We're starting the show by saying who the writers are and that they suck.
Right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Chris and
This is a
Cole.
list-
Our
this is a
writers
list of-
fucking sucked
Right.
ass.
And then we read off all the names, and then
Here's-
joke bombs like, oh, okay,
Oh, I
let's see.
guess,
That joke was written by Michelle Johnson.
Yeah, thanks,
So-
Michelle. Oh, hire more ladies. Okay, good idea.
Yep. And we'll
Bad
do
joke.
that after
Yeah.
every bomb.
That was Michelle's joke there, everybody. Letting you know how that
And then
one
if
went.
she wrote a joke that crushes, we'll be like, that joke
That was
written by me.
Totally us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wrote that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of comedians in the news, Katt Williams did this interview on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, where he basically called out every all the ones I saw were just like other black comics.
Well,
Where
he
he's
shit
like,
on Joe Rogan too. So
Oh,
he
did
shit
he?
on yeah, he kind of shit on Joe Rogan for like pushing like not funny comedians.
oh,
That was
gotcha.
like what his thing was.
Okay, yeah, I haven't.
So he said that, and then he did shit on a bunch of
No,
other.
he went
comedians.
after Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Earthquake. Ice. Did he say something about Ice Cube? I saw like Ice Cube responds, but maybe he was talking about other comics in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Katt Williams. What do we like him or
No, we don't like Katt Williams because he says bad stuff.
about women? He's made fun of women before in his specials. We don't like
He's
that.
made fun of Jacksonville for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
You ever go to a gas station in Jacksonville, Florida?
Dude, to do that in a special for like 20 minutes, that had to be off the dome. There's no way that was like written material.
Yeah.
And he's like 20 minutes on a special taping, and it's like all hilarious. He's like murdering.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say he's one of the best ever, but some people would say that. Because
But-
we don't like what he says, because he
Yeah.
says mean stuff, which isn't totally
Right.
hilarious.
All comedy should be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we like nice comedy.
That's
like
why
that
Jake
Leo,
Novak is the Leo
Leo
Reich,
Reich,
Jake
who-
Novak.
Yeah. We like specials
Hannah
that are like
Gadsby.
totally who gives a shit. This is my shitty special that sucks ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your title has to be something about like
Like who
fuck my
gives-
special,
yeah,
no one cares.
Fuck comedy and it's stupid. Anyway, I'm
I'm a
getting
comedian.
the best.
Yuck.
Yeah. God.
You have to open your special like that.
What if I started my special where I go, "Hey everybody, I'm a queer." Yuck. What if I did that?
Right.
What if that would be so funny if he said that? I'm gay. Yuck.
Yeah.
Just to start your special as a gay guy.
Well, he almost did that. He's like on the Seth Meyers show. He's like, I'm also queer.
yeah.
Audience
he's
goes
like,
wild, and then
wait.
he's like, that's the sound for those of you at home. That's the sound of shock.
Yeah, which was roaring applause.
Roaring applause, yeah, and cheering, yeah.
Which would be like he's doing the reaction that I would get if I went up there and go, so everybody, I'm straight and like having sex with women. Like, and I'm like, the audience would be like, okay, and
right. It's like, no,
there'd not be a woo.
Yeah,
there would not be that.
Yeah,
you know, but it's funny to like get that response, and then to be like, this is what it sounds like when people hate you. Like, no, it's not that.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. Yeah, he says,
like
I'm queer,
gets
roaring applause, and says that's the sound of shock.
It's like those like shitty comedians that have like that planned
the
bit.
pre-planned response.
You guys are laughing at that, but they weren't laughing at that.
Right.
You know, it was one of those.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
And then he like rips on the audience for like in that Seth Meyers special. I watched the rest of it, and he's like, my ancestors died in World War II just so I could tell jokes. I could tell gay jokes to people who already agree with me. So he's like shitting on the audience for being nice to him and supportive to him.
Yeah.
So like
the writing makes no sense. Like it makes
brilliant writing.
Yeah, it's really, he should write for the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
Like Jo Koy would be stoked to get.
Yeah. Why doesn't he host it?
I mean,
Golden
he's
Globes,
busy doing every other thing and all.
Right. Too many specials.
He couldn't do it.
Headlining shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He couldn't do it because he had to start a social media account and do a late show set and do an HBO special all in the same week.
Right. That's a busy week.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, imagine if you did everything. I couldn't imagine doing everything I've done in the last like 13 years of doing comedy all in the first week of doing comedy.
Yeah.
That would be
packed
crazy.
Schedule.
In fact, he's done more than I've done in 13 years of comedy in the weeks that he's been doing comedy.
Right.
So that's really cool.
Yeah.
We love it.
We love him, and yeah, he should host the Globes next year if we turn it down.
Yeah.
But
if he doesn't,
TBD.
he should get a TED Talk about why the industry's wrong for giving him everything and then it not working and not seeing that it was his fault. Like Lily Singh. Did you see the Lily Singh thing?
I did not.
I meant to talk about this on the show before, but okay, so Lily Singh got a late night show.
Yes.
Which was definitely the best.
The funniest.
That was our favorite late night show.
Totally.
Have we ever talked about it? No.
No.
But that's because we were waiting for women to talk about it, okay? Mm-hmm. But yeah, Lily Singh had the greatest late night show of all time. And it failed horribly. And then a few months ago, she did like this TED Talk thing that was basically like my late night show like didn't work and it was your fault.
Love that.
It was like a really wild TED Talk, which all TED Talks are good.
Right.
Like
if you have the TED sign behind you, that instantly legitimizes
that means
you.
it's brilliant.
Right.
Like letting the mom of a school shooter do a fucking TED Talk about how none of that was her fault.
Oh yeah, we love that.
That
stuff.
was awesome. Yeah.
Right.
That was definitely turned the comments off on that one.
Yeah, you're gonna want to turn those comments off.
They were off.
Yeah.
They were definitely off.
Oh yeah. And then we love and then there's the TED Talks, and then there's also TEDx too. You know about that? Where it's just like, it's not like an official TED Talk
It's
thing,
like an open mic for TED Talks.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
Anyone who has the TEDx, not
if
just
you
the
didn't
TED,
get
but the
pulled
TEDx.
from the bucket at the TED, you'll get up at the TEDx.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you will be able to post that on social media, and you will be a hero. And you will be automatically just like,
I love
once
that.
you get one of those, like, your opinion is just like
You
God's.
immediately get an op-ed in the New York Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anyone who disagrees with you after you've had a TEDx talk is wrong.
It's better than going to college. Like having a TEDx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we love those. I love the air of pretension that they all have with every one of those.
Right.
It's like NPR plus like just the most pretentious takes on everything.
Yeah. We love that stuff.
Yeah, we love it.
So there was this Jeffrey Epstein file unsealing where it was like, yeah, the whole big thing by all the major news networks was like, this does not indicate any wrongdoing.
Yeah.
They prefaced the whole
just
thing by
because
that.
someone was on a list of they hung out with the sex trafficker guy that's only known for the sex trafficking doesn't mean that they partook in sex trafficking. Although Donald Trump's name was mentioned one time on there.
Yep.
Bill Clinton 56 times. Don't worry about that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he didn't know what was
Donald
happening.
Trump is a monster for being mentioned one time.
Yes.
Bill Clinton 56 times. Shut the fuck up about that. We are talking about Donald Trump being a bad person.
Yes. Also,
he's orange.
Yes.
Take him off the ballot.
Also, there were some surprises on there, like Stephen Hawking was on there.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that was,
We love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite sure how that works logistically.
Well, Stephen Hawking was known to go to strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's photos online where you could find Stephen Hawking at a strip club.
Can I go to the back room with you? You know, he takes.
And
the
didn't he
stripper to the
cheat on his? He
he cheated on his wife. He was getting pussy somehow.
Yeah, in his wheelchair.
How does he even
not able to move?
Yeah, he's like a half computer person. So, what was he doing?
Just the best Riz of all time.
He's like, play with my joystick. Come back here and play with me, you fucking bitch.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's a tough look.
I would
to
throw
get,
money at you,
cheated
but
on
my
by
arms don't work.
Yeah.
He's making his chair go forward and back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's a tough look to get cheated on by Stephen Hawking.
That's a tough one. It's also a tough look to, what was his, he had a wife?
Yeah, he had, I think, several wives.
Okay.
Yeah, not at once, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Has there ever been any, hey, what was going on with that?
Well, there was a movie about him. I don't know if that covered, his infidelity
His
and
sex
strip
stuff?
clubs and Epstein Island
There's not
adventures.
a diagram of how he's getting pussy, right?
No.
Okay.
Although I am kind of in it. No homo, obviously.
Yeah, no homo,
I'm super straight, and not there's anything wrong with being gay, but
I'm sure he just has a Roomba situation figured out where he's he'll fuck you with a Roomba thing.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty fascinating, but.
Yeah.
But
That's
obviously,
wild.
and we're not that. We're interested in the logistics, but not that interested because we're obviously not gay. So we don't want to.
No, we don't.
We wouldn't want to see that. Or,
we don't want to see his Mario Kart body have sex with somebody or whatever.
No,
you know?
no,
we don't need that.
No,
that's weird to watch.
But if anyone knows how that happened, I guess let me know.
Somebody
and I'm kind of curious.
has a video of that working. Let me know.
Yeah. But I wouldn't watch it, but I would be just oh, video exists. But also send me the video.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I might watch the girl, and I might if he's on the screen, I would watch the girl, and then I would put my hand over where his wheelchair and body were.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's a good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's what we would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So send me that video.
Yeah,
but,
that's weird.
I'm
that
not
he
gonna.
was.
Yeah.
David Copperfield, the magician guy.
Oh yeah, he was on there.
Big magician guy. So. I don't really understand what it's okay, all these people were on the list or whatever, and then they did the thing where it's they're Bill Clinton was on there a bunch of times. It's we all knew that.
Right.
Everybody knew that already.
Right.
So it's just also weird that we've talked about this before, but it's you have a sex trafficking island and you're keeping books.
Mm-hmm. Meticulous records.
Why are your records so good? Is there a tax thing that you have to pay taxes on your? Because isn't it not in the United States? Isn't that kind of why?
Right.
You do it there?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't really understand the logistics of any of that. It makes no sense. It's very crazy. So, but yeah.
But the boys were not named on the list. And it's not because we weren't high status and famous enough to get an invite to any Epstein party. We did, and we turned it down.
Yeah.
We said no.
That's right. Just like the Golden Globes. We were supposed to host the Golden
That's right.
Globes, and we're like, nah, you should let like an Asian guy do it.
Yeah.
That's what we said.
Yeah.
We're trying to help.
We're trying to stop Asian hate here.
Yeah.
So let the Asian guy go up and then get hated by everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll say that you should stop that.
Yeah.
Stop Asian hate, but also stop putting Asians in the hosting position to let them get hated. So maybe only we should host.
Yes.
So actually, that's how we stopped Asian hate, by letting them do it once.
By
and
taking
then
a
saying
job
never
away
again.
from an Asian man.
Yeah, but after they did it and then did it bad, and then we say never again.
Right.
This is why you guys are all doctors. Because
Or nurses.
yeah. Go into a hospital and just pick a job in there. We'll do the comedy.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Or the
And then
slam
when we-
poetry.
Yeah, and then when we slip and fall on the stage, we will come see you. And then and your writers or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And if we have a joke that bombs, we'll blame it on you.
Yeah. We host the Golden Globes and we just blame Asian people for our jokes. Like, these jokes were written by Asian people, guys. So just so you know.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh yeah, Claudine Gay had to resign from Harvard.
Yeah. Which was obviously due to racism.
Yeah.
And not the
See,
plagiarism.
Yeah,
that
some people are
was
calling it
unearthed.
racism. Some people are calling it racism, but some people are calling it plagiarism,
Right.
which is racism. It's like, oh, so a black lady can't say a thing right after a white person said the exact same thing in a book earlier. Right? Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
And-
people take from black culture all the time, but when a black lady that's the president of one of the biggest, or probably the biggest college institute in the world, if she takes thoughts from other people, that's bad.
No, it's good, and it's racist to fire. And never mind the fact that the Penn president got also ousted, who was a white lady, for like, she had those comments at the congressional hearing where they're like, does calling for the genocide of Jews go against your student code of conduct? And she's like, well, it kind of depends.
That was that
Well,
lady.
both of them kind of said that essentially. And then
Okay.
so the Penn president was ousted, white lady. Harvard president, black lady, was ousted for that, plus the plagiarism it seemed to be mainly the plagiarism.
Wow.
But her ousting was because of racism. Doesn't matter the fact that the Penn president was ousted for the comments in Congress and didn't have the plagiarism.
Yeah.
That firing was whatever, but
Yeah.
Claudine Gay's was due to racism, and we agree with all the activists. And I think, I didn't read her letter, her resignation letter, but I'm pretty sure from the articles, a couple articles I read about it, she was like, yeah, I'm a woman of color, and this is what happens.
Yeah. When you
And so-
steal
Well,
thoughts from other people.
that's not important, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was obviously racism,
Yeah.
why she had to step down. And so the boys are against that. And I guess there's an
Did
opening.
they hire because they like her last name's Gay, so they're like, this is perfect. She's gay and black, and they're like, that's just her name. That's not like a diversity thing. It's
Yeah,
just that
could have
she's-
been a-
her last name
could have been a
gay.
misunderstanding. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, a gay black, president or whatever. Like, that's just her last name.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's an opening. Not only is there an opening for next year's Golden Globes host, there's an opening for the current president of Harvard.
Yep.
And I can think of no better.
If we changed our name to Professor Queer, do
Yeah.
you think we'd get that job?
I'm not going to change my name. I'm just going to go in there and say, like, I'm also queer.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I was a comedian.
You're hired.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're hired.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We did have a couple of people message into the show. Before we wrap, I wanted to cover these real quick. We had someone asked about supporting the show. KC, he goes, how do we donate to the Slut Fund because we do not have Cash App or Venmo in Australia? Keep up the good work. Cheers. So
a good
big
question.
dilemma. So what you have to do is you have to figure out a way to get into the southern border of the United States and then find us somewhere
And hand
then
us cash.
Give us cash.
Yeah.
With one of those big sacks with a $sign on it.
Yes.
That's
we
what
will
we
only
need.
accept it in
That's-
one of those
That's
sacks.
all we got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I honestly have no idea how to be reached by
So they
someone.
can't do Venmo or Cash App. There's
Yeah.
got to be some other way.
They could do Western Union.
That seems like a really ghetto way to do it.
But
Like, that
It
seems
works.
Like seems like a very scam way to do it. But I mean, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out something for you, dude. But thanks for supporting the show. I just wanted to comment on that guy. And then also we got 2 quick haikus.
Okay.
Okay. This was a 2 Christmas haiku from Neil. Okay. So entering the poetry corner section of the show. Take a deep breath, do some yoga, stretch, elongate your spine, and suck your own dick, because it's time for the poetry corner. Okay. This poem comes from Neil. 2 Christmas haikus. Number 1. So get in the Christmas spirit real quick, okay? Fuck you and your cheer. Hope you choke on ham this year. No one bought me gifts.
God, it's like we wrote that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good poem.
Yeah.
I like this one here. Number 2. Thanks for the Yule sex. Now get out of my house. It's a fray Christmas.
Love that.
That's so good.
We could have easily written that too.
Yeah. All right. And we have another poem from Travis. 5-part haiku. Another first date. Okay. Another first date. Leaves? No, that's a salad. Here's your pedometer. Okay, this is a 5-part haiku.
Okay.
Time to pay the bill. I told you bring your swimsuit. Not my fault you didn't. Roll up your pant legs and grab some quarters out of the fountain. Hurry. Running to a car. Do you even own a car? Question mark. Too many questions. Quickie and I'm out. Run like hell. Don't look back. Another last date. That covers like the arc of like what it's like to date the boys. You know?
Right.
We go on a date with you. We order you food, which is pulling the leaves off the tree that's outside, you know, putting them on your plate.
Yeah.
And then the waiter coming up and being like, hey, sorry about those leaves on your plate. I'm like, she's fine.
Yeah.
Don't touch her food, okay?
Yep.
And then the waiter's like, there's not outside food. And then I'll get in the argument of like, is it food? Because it kind of just came off the tree. You kind of tried to take it away saying it wasn't food. So now we're splitting hairs here. So
Right.
That's what she's eating. It's totally fine. Leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will order and she will pay for it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then we leave. We have to steal a car from the valet. Like we go down to the valet guy. I'm like, give me a car. And he's like, which car's yours? I'm like, just give me any car. And he's like, that's not how valet works. And then I'm like, give me a fucking car. And then I kind of stretch
Do a
and
little
you see the little gun in my waistband.
Yeah.
And then, then we get a car and it's a fun date.
Yeah.
And then we try to say like, oh, look, I found a condom in this, in my wallet here. Let's, in the back of this car, maybe, you know?
It's like, oh, you were just ready with that condom?
Yeah. And it's like, this isn't even my car, you know?
Yeah.
So like, you know, I don't know.
So that's a good excuse.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If you steal someone else's car and then they happen to have a condom in their glove box.
Or if we're in the car, she's maybe turned on because I did like Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And we're like driving, like running from the cops or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, this is so hot. She was like, I would bang you right now, but you don't have a condom. And then I'll crash the car into the building of a 7-Eleven. And then I'll just like take the condoms and then reverse out. And then we can go.
Oh, yeah. You don't even without even having to get out of the car.
And then she'll be like, oh, you just knew where the condoms were in the 7-Eleven. She gets all mad. And you're like, there's no.
You just can't win.
Can't win with these ladies.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have anything you want to plug?
So ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner, if you want to see him, if you're in LA this weekend, his shows Friday and Saturday, including at the Hollywood Improv on Saturday, the 13th.
Nice.
So hit him up in his DMs if you want to see that show.
Hell yeah, dude. Follow ally of the show, Jeff Zinasek. Join the mailing list on Jeff Zinasek's bio there. Join that mailing list for tour dates. I'm trying to put some tour dates together. I want to come do comedy where you are, so check that out. But you got to join that mailing list there. Like and subscribe to the show. Give us comments. We love the comments. Thank you for sending in those poems and stuff. Any support you guys give to the show, whether it's, you know, hitting us up on the Venmo or the Cash App or emailing us or whatever.
Or sacks, burlap sacks with dollar signs
on it. Yeah. Or if there's, you know, any kind of 5-star reviews on iTunes or Spotify you can do, we support that. Sharing the show with your friends is helpful. But yeah, thanks for supporting the show. This has been episode 180 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I'm Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys.
Can't